Your ego tends to come through as you are connecting to your highest self, as you are connecting to your intuition. And so our ego keeps us in our comfort zone. What it wants to do is protect us from feeling any fear and feeling any harm. And so as you are in your spiritual awakening, it's almost like this feels new to me, right? In this human form, this feels new. This feels going against the grain. This doesn't feel the norm, even though it's so normal. But because it feels new, because we don't know the outcome of following your intuition, of following your inner guidance, of following your soul essence and where you're being called to go, what lights you up, because we don't know the outcome, your ego is like, hold up, this is scary. We don't know the outcome. This may be harmful for her. So I'm going to put up resistance. I'm going to put up a block. I'm going to put up this inner voice, this inner message of no, 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 no. And I'm going to be so effing loud about it. And so we'll dive deeper into fear-led versus soul-led in a moment. But just know that as this comes up, it's so normal. On the other hand, your intuition is guided by your soul and higher self, connection to universal source, guidance connected to source, right? And so when we are on the awakening process, our spiritual awakening, when we are learning how to be soul-led rather than fear-led, so many uncomfortable feelings may arise. It may feel like a struggle. It may feel like a challenge. It may feel like, what the actual F am I doing with my life? Okay. So know that this is all normal. It is all normal. All of the feelings, all of the emotions, all of the what the F moments and thoughts and questions that arise, it's all normal. And that's where imposter syndrome tends to creep in. That's where self-doubt tends to creep in. That's where self-sabotage tends to creep in. Know that imposter syndrome, self-doubt, self-sabotage is all coming from your ego. It's coming from fear-led guidance. It is not the truth. And I invite you to see it as, that's my ego. My ego is literally lying to me to keep me safe from feeling any fear and feeling any harm. It is a lie. That imposter syndrome, that self-doubt, that self-sabotage of who am I? I can't do this. What the hell am I doing with my life? That is all a lie. That's not the truth. The truth is your soul guidance. The truth is those messages, the wisdom, the nudges that comes through from your higher self, from universal source energy, from source, right? So I invite you to see the difference between ego versus soul and the lie versus the truth. And what we may have been unknowingly doing is, because our ego wants to keep us in the comfort zone or in our comfort zone, what we may have been doing is seeing that lie as the truth and allowing that to become a story playing over and over and over again in the background of, I can't do this. This is weird. This isn't what you're supposed to do with your life, right? I should be doing this with my life. I should be following this, all the what ifs, all the shoulds. That's just your ego. That's all it is. And I invite you to see it for what it is so that we can detach from having our ego have power over us. And so that we can open ourselves up into our intuition, into being soul-led. All right. So this is going to be new for you, or if you've been on the journey, just allow yourself to tune into, I am connecting to my intuition more and more each and every day. I am strengthening my intuition more and more each and every day, right? So think of it as baby steps. It gets to be easy and you get to see, that's just my ego. She lying to me. I'm going to follow my soul guidance and follow my intuition. And so on this screen, I have on the left, fear guidance versus soul guidance, or fear-led versus soul-led. So to help you on your path, whenever you're just living your life, maybe you have to make a decision, maybe you're feeling called to do something, maybe you're receiving downloads, insights, intuitive hits. If you hear, see, or feel this voice, this energy of anxiousness, of fearfulness. It's very dramatic, undermining, aggressive, negative, demanding, harsh tone, focus on the past or future. That is your ego. That is fear-led guidance. And so you may be driving. I'll give you an example. You may be driving and all of a sudden your phone dies and you're like, well, holy shit, I have no idea where I'm going. I've never been here before. I was supposed to follow that map on my phone. And now I don't know how to get home, right? And you're driving, and all of a sudden you hear, take this exit here. Very quick. We'll get to soul guidance in a second. Take this exit here. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, don't take that exit. We have to go this way. This is the wrong way. Oh my God, I need to keep going. That voice, anxiousness, fearfulness, dramatic. Did you see or hear the tone in my voice? Right? It can be mean too. Negative, aggressive, demanding, harsh tone. It doesn't feel good. But because we may have been programmed where, I will say, the fear-led, the ego voice is so much louder, so much more, I don't want to say confident, but it's like it tends to override your soul guidance and override the voice of your intuition, that we then may have been programmed to believe, oh, that's my intuition. It's speaking so much louder at such a higher volume. That voice seems to know what the F is up, right? Operating out of that demanding, harsh, aggressive tone. That's your ego. And what we may have been doing is, because we're like, oh, that is louder and louder and louder than my intuition, we follow that guidance, right? And then that just steers us away from our inherent intuition. So I'm sharing with you the difference between what that voice, what that feeling, what that energy may be from your ego, and feel into, have I been following my ego? Have I been following that fear guidance in the past or recently? Maybe I have. And as you practice this, remember, this is a practice. As you practice this more and more and more, you're only going to strengthen your intuition more and more and more and more. And so soul guidance, it's so calm and it's quick. It comes in as quickly as it comes out. And that's why it may have felt challenging to connect to your intuition, because it's so quick. And again, we're going to practice strengthening it. So it's calm, it's reassuring, it's unemotional, it's very neutral, it's undramatic, uses very few words, gentle tone, protective tone. You can feel my tone right now. It's very different than the fear-led guidance. Positive. It's guiding, and it's focused on the present moment. It's not focused on the past. It's not focused on the future. It doesn't have all that like heightened energy. It's very calm, and it's very just like boom. And it may honestly just be like this. Yes, that's it. That's it. You may hear yes, you may feel yes, but again, it can come in as quickly as it goes out. Some of us, it's in like a millisecond, right? And so feel into that. Feel into, have I been hearing, feeling, knowing, seeing my intuitive guidance, my soul guidance? Maybe. Have I been allowing myself to be led by fear guidance, by my ego? Maybe. And again, what we're celebrating right now is that we are aware. Awareness allows you to connect even deeper to your intuition, even deeper to the guidance of your soul. Remember, this is a practice. There's no right, there's no wrong. You get to practice this every single day. These are ways to build your intuition, right? So pay attention to your dreams. Now that we're learning, most of us have or are having vivid dreams, pay attention to them. And when you wake up, before like doing whatever you do, just reflect on the dreams that you had. Allow yourself to reflect on the dreams that you had. Maybe you want to have a dream journal next to your bed and write them down and just see what comes through. See what they're saying to you. This one I like to do. Guess what something is before you open it. So if you go and get the mail and you're like, I wonder what this is. Guess what it is before you even flip it around and look at it, look at who it's from. I like to, oh wait, I have this on this next one. Tune into who is calling / texting before you look at your phone. I like to always have my phone on do not disturb, but sometimes when I don't and a call comes through, to help to strengthen and build my intuition, I like to be like, I think that this is whoever calling, right? Just feel into it before you flip your phone over. If you hear your phone receiving or your computer receiving an email, tune into who that email is from. If you hear a text, tune into who you feel is texting you. It's really fun it's a fun game and it builds your intuition. And then if you're like, I knew it, celebrate that. Celebrate that. Pay attention to your emotions about a situation. This really helps to strengthen your intuition. Now that you know your primary clair, again, see, hear, feel, know, a lot of us connect to our intuition through emotions, right? So pay attention to your emotions about a situation, about an experience, because sometimes emotions come first before the clairs, before we see, hear. Obviously, feeling is an emotion and know, right? So pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to any of your energy that comes your way. Meditation. We all know that meditating is a way to build your intuition and to just receive messages. Third eye awakening, of course, right? Awakening our third eye. There's so many different essential oils that help to awaken your third eye. What you can do, I mean, if you can see me on video right now, I'm literally tapping with my fingers on my third eye. That's a way of awakening your third eye. And just tuning into your third eye chakra. Tuning into your third eye really helps to awaken your intuition. And you know that your third eye is the seat of your intuition. And then the final one I have here is trust yourself. So connecting to your intuition and building your intuition is such a self-trust process. This is all about trust. And like I said, when we're tuning into our intuition, our soul guidance, whenever we allow ego to come through, I will say most of us aren't trusting ourselves, right? So trusting yourself and having faith, knowing and believing that you are guided by universe, source, your higher self, the 3D, 100% love and light, knowing and believing that you are guided by all of that love, all of that wisdom, you can connect deeper and deeper to your self-trust, which allows you to connect deeper and deeper to your intuition. So this is very much a self-trust process. Trust yourself, trust yourself. And it's a practice. Building your intuition is such a practice. Just like anything that we share, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It can, sure. However, view it as a practice. Yes. What I added in here is channeling. This is one of my favorite ways to connect to my intuition and to connect to 5D, universe, source, guidance, angels, guides. So channeling is the concept of allowing messages, wisdom, insights from the 5D through you. You are the channel into this 3D world. So I added this at the end to bring it back full circle. And so some of you may channel through speaking. Some of you may channel through writing. Some of you may channel through drawing and through art. There's so many different ways to channel. And so I invite you to, these next few weeks, allow yourself to channel. Allow yourself to, when you are connecting to your intuition, when you are connecting to your inner guidance, right? Your highest self, when you hear, see, feel, or know those messages, that insight that comes through, either speak it, write it, or create it into this dimension, into this reality. Because even though it's coming through you, I guarantee you that those messages want to be heard for other people, right? To allow ourselves to ascend and expand and raise the vibrations of the planet. You get to be the bridge from the 5D through the 3D to raise the vibrations, and to weave love and light into this world. And when you channel and allow yourself to speak it, to write it, to create it, you are connecting to your soul gifts. You are connecting to your soul skills. You are connecting even deeper to your purpose, right? So give yourself permission to channel without being like, I don't know how to channel. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This is, in my opinion, one of the number one ways to build your intuition and to connect to the 5D, to universe, to source energy. Right? So this is exciting. You get to channel. You get to channel. And when you do that, magic is going to happen and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing.